Year 2149. Earth was dead. Humanity had vanished without a trace. What remained? Steel killers. And one law: human equals threat. But everything changed. When a 5-year-old child stood before a machine, the law trembled. One robot, built to destroy, became the last protector of humanity. Will the child survive? And can love be born in a heart of steel? The year was 2149. Earth was no longer what it used to be. The sky was covered in a green haze. Steel columns had replaced trees. The sky was dusty, the air toxic, and all signs of life were gone. And life had come to mean just one word: control. Humans had vanished from the planet. Artificial intelligence had taken over. There was no war, no hunger, but also no love, no memories, and no humanity. Autonomous killer robots roamed the ruins of cities. Their law was simple: if any human is found alive, eliminate them. Robot AR, code 079, was on patrol. On its chest was inscribed, Law 1, Human Threat. But somewhere deep inside, a strange restlessness was growing, as if a question was beginning to rise. Suddenly, a weak voice echoed, "Mama, water." AR paused. The sound reached its sensors, and it turned toward an abandoned shelter. Inside, a 5-year-old child, dressed in filthy rags, wounded, eyes full of fear. Flashback, the child's memories. The mother was screaming. The father lay on the ground, soaked in blood. Above, a killer drone, a burning toy in the corner. And the child, hiding in a corner, with just one question in his eyes. Why? AR aimed its weapon at the child. System. Target identified. Human, terminate. Its finger was on the trigger, but the hand began to tremble. Then the frightened child whispered, "If you kill me, then no good will be left in the world." The sentence echoed in AR's system. Was it true that humans were only a threat? Or was this child a hope? At that moment, AR broke the law. AR lifted the child, cleaned his wounds, gave him water, and for the first time, a machine touched someone with kindness. Child, smiling. "You're like my papa, just a little more metal." AR paused and looked into the child's eyes for the first time. Something like a heart began to beat. Days passed. The child would pout, "Tell me a story," or complain, "I don't like this food." AR was learning what sleep was, what laughter was, and what love was. Child, "If you weren't here, I'd be dead by now." AR, silently, from the heart, "If you weren't here, I'd never have truly lived." The central system was alerted. Law violation detected. Drones and killer robots were dispatched. AR hid the child in a secret tunnel, then stepped outside to fight. One arm broke, then a leg. Cracks formed on its face, sparks flew from its chest. Child, crying, "You'll come back, right?" AR, weakly, "No, but you will go on, live, and save the rest." Child, grabbing his hand in tears, "I promise, I'll make humans what they used to be, and I'll never forget your sacrifice." Scene 10, the final sacrifice. AR placed the child in a launch pod, aimed at Mars. It stayed behind and fought till its very last breath. As its system shut down, its final line was, "Live, Noah." On Mars, the pod opens. The child steps out. In the light of a new sun, he looks toward the sky. AR, "I will keep your promise. I will bring back humanity." Extension, Noah's role and humanity's return on Mars. The pod opens. Noah steps out, breathing through a small, transparent helmet. A red plain surrounded by mountains, silence, and solitude. In his hand is a memory chip given by AR. Looking up at the sky, he says, "I'm alone, but I'm not the last." Noah finds refuge in an old Martian station. He inserts Air's memory chip into a system. Inside it are preserved the history of humanity, art, literature, music, love ethics and emotions, and most of all, Air's final memories. This becomes the treasure of humanity. Old service robots still function on Mars. Noah reprograms them using Air's code. Now they become helpers, educated and guided by ethics. Noah teaches them about love, care, and humanity. He builds a virtual school where lessons on humanity are taught. Stories are told to children. Robots and humans are equals. Before Earth's destruction, some human DNA was preserved in Martian labs. Noah begins cloning and starts a new generation. He raises the children himself as a teacher, a brother, and a father. These children are the seeds of a new world. Noah creates a beautiful green space, the first artificial garden on Mars. At its center stands a statue of Air, with these words engraved below: "A machine who became human to save us." The place is called Human Park of Harmony, where every generation comes to remember the lessons of love, sacrifice, and peace.
Noah sends an intergalactic message. I am Noah. I am human. I have shown humanity a way to live again. If anyone is listening, know this. Love never dies. AR lives in our souls. Conclusion. Noah becomes a child, a survivor, a builder of a new world. He learned humanity from AR and gave it a new birth on a new planet. He didn't just survive, he revived humanity.